Here we are again. Today we're visiting the Skilmen Farm, or what's left of it. It's a beautiful place. Built in the early 50s, remodeled in the early 60s. Skillman hung up his hat in the early 70s. He had a homemade parlor. They call this a side opener. He could fit 3 cows in at a time. He milked Guernseys, little bitty ones. He built all this himself. He looked at pictures in a magazine. It was quite the setup. Now, this is the milk house, and it's big enough for a milk tank, but he never had a milk tank in it. Instead, he had that door. That door is where they passed the milk cans up through. But he did have a hot water heater. That's where a sink was. Medicine cabinet. When he originally built the barn, all this was open outside. That wall's been pushed in. Somebody's robbed the brick from it. But he built this parlor himself. The milk house he had built. He had someone else build the milk house. He decided he was tired of bending over. Still milking vacuum pump with no line. He'd run in 3 cows at a time. Now, a side opener parlor. You'd walk in, that's for the water for the cow to drink. Once the cow went inside, you'd shut that behind her, right? All those levers would work this. When she was done milking, you'd open that up. The other 2 are missing, along with their water troughs. When the cows were done, they'd exit out this way. Now this door is the doorway to the original milk house, which would have been just a little bitty thing the size of a closet, just big enough for a couple milk cans, a cooler. Originally, he milked cows in here. Now, it's not understood if he milked cows in the whole thing and used part of it for bedding. So you can tell he built this himself. It's my understanding that he only milked in this corner, and then the rest of it was bedding for the cows. This is the other side of the door that would have led to the original milk house. Now, I don't think he put these steps in. These steps look a little bit newer, but he might have. It makes it a lot easier getting into the loft. The barn was built with cedar shingles. The original shingles are still there. Somebody along the line has put tin on the roof over top of the shingles. This barn is solid. There wasn't no great big door This barn never had hay racks or a hay trolley. The devastation from the flood, you can see, reaches all the way across the property. That flood happened just a couple of months ago. 5 months ago. Where I'm walking, I'm probably about 3 feet above the original ground level. Now this part that I'm walking in now, I'm coming in here not to show you the garbage, but to show you the original stanchions. These were the original stanchions to the flat barn. Somebody made a feeder out of this spot. The Skillman didn't put this part together. I believe the Williams, who came after them, put this up. All that would have been open except for a roof over the milk house, and the parlor would have been the same roof. Somebody took that out and they added all this on. The flood came down through Swift Creek right there across the street, and it washed all this silt and gravel in here. It's sad because this is a beautiful farm. The county's now bought the place. It's signed to be destroyed, demolition. The septic in the well is pumped full of gravel. It's deemed unlivable. They're going to demolition the whole place like they did 4 others and use it for stockpiling the extra gravel.